animation is dope, you're not going to hear anyone deny that as fact. And you're not going to hear me deny that as fact. Because anime has given us some of the greatest masterpieces known to man. Jujutsu Kaisen, One Punch Man, One Piece, etc. Trust me, animation's amazing. But a lot of people prefer good animation over good storytelling and character writing, and there is no better example than Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is what would happen if a pyromaniac decided to learn hypnosis to try to hypnotize you, to be calm and happy while everything burns around you. Because all Demon Slayer is just flashy animation attempting to hypnotize you, to distract you from the absolute clusterfuck of basics of writing. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Number one is our main character Tanjiro Kamado, and the fact that that his character just isn't interesting as a whole, because Tanjiro is perfect in pretty much every single way that isn't a fight. You see, writing a character means you had to write them to be human and relatable. And if they are flawless, good little boys that can do no wrong, then they're just boring. And there's no better example than when Tanjiro and the gang are just out and just talk. It is one of the most boring scenes in the show because they'd had to entertain you with nothing but their personalities. And like I've just said, Tanjiro on his own, doing nothing but talking and exploring the world, is boring because there's nothing to learn and nothing to develop his character because it's already done at the beginning of the goddamn series. And speaking of characters, that are downright awful. Let's talk about Zenitsu. Nah, never mind. I'm not going to talk about Zenitsu's character because it's already been talked about to death. So I'm not even going to try and just say that the same thing they do. The second reason Demon Slayer is the absolute is bad is the absolute absurd lack of character development. You see, character development is struggling with their flaws and overcoming them throughout the story. And the character, in my opinion, that is the biggest missed opportunity for this character development is Nezuko. You see, Nezuko is a demon, and demons eat people. They only eat people, and Nezuko is an exception because she loves humanity and her brother. So, I know what you're thinking. Well, okay, that sounds like an amazing character that would be explored. Nah! No. They just brushed this absolute perfect moment for character development under the rug and set it on fire. Because out of the entire series, I have found like two times where this is even relevant. And after that, it just never gets brought up again. One time at the end of at the first episode, and the second episode, long confirmation of the Demon Slayer headquarters. So Nezuko was boring and a missed potential. So what's your idea of a properly written character this way? Well, if I were to do it, I would devote a lot of time into her character because of just how important she is in the main story and how much she would influences the world. So I would make her struggle with her inner demon. A lot of devoting of time just to her struggling to control the extreme urge to eat human flesh. And the more and more time goes on, the more she will struggle with her urges not to eat humans. And this will come back and one day she will snap and try to attack a human. And then Tanjiro will have to make the big decision on whether or not to kill Nezuko or Nezuko his sister, or let Nezuko kill the human. This will be a great plot to go on, as it is hard struggle for Tanjiro to make the choice, and then he knocks out Nezuko, but Nezuko left a really bad bite mark on the human's neck. And as Nezuko comes to her senses, she realizes what she has done. And from this point forward, Nezuko will constantly question and guilt herself and isolate herself and hide herself and question her humanity. Meanwhile, Tanjiro will have to live on with the reality that Nezuko broke her sacred vow of not eating humans, and will have to question if such an occurrence will happen again. And will he have to make a decision to let Nezuko go on with him, with a chance that she will hurt someone or even kill someone again, or kill her to not harm any future victims. So yeah, that's how I would do it. And if you think this is cool writing plot or just dumb, let me know, but you can't deny it's far better than what we got. The third reason I think Demon Slayer is bad is the constant need for a villain's backstory. You see, in Demon Slayer, every somewhat major demon Tanjiro encounters is given a backstory. And personally, I think a author's attempt to make you sympathize with the villain is a bad writing choice. Because I understand having a villain having a reason to be evil, and me seeing how they got there, that's fine. What I don't see is the need for you to sympathize with a villain. Let's make an example here. Here's a villain that is a serial killer. And in the story, we are given a reason as to why he's evil. And it tries to make you sympathize with them, which is cool, until you realize you're sympathizing with a serial killer. And also, when when we're giving these backstories, we it never influences the plot because it's given after they die, and the demons never let tell Tanjiro their story, so it's just needless dialogue for the audience to listen to. Okay, I hear you typing. You make some good points, but why does this even matter? Why should we even care about something we like and that's not actually good? And you're correct. I'm not going to sit here and tell you you're a stupid person for liking something you enjoy. And if you like Demon Slayer, don't let me let you dislike it. Enjoy it how you will, and don't let me decide what you should and shouldn't like. You are your own person, and all this rambling was just me stating my opinion. And if you don't like my opinion, that's fine. I know that people have different opinions than I do, and I accept them, and that's just how it goes. So yeah, just enjoy what you want and don't let me influence you. That's all. Now, you have an option here. You can click off this video and leave with on a positive note, or keep watching and get your hands deep as to why this series is bad. So what will it be? You've made your decision. Now let's continue. My fourth and final reason I think Demon Slayer is bad is that the newer anime watchers are going to raise their animation expectations extremely high. Now, a lot of people, including me, are somewhat new to anime. I've been an anime fan for 4 years, so I'm a bit new. But Demon Slayer has started people's love for anime. Started with Demon Slayer, and since this is the first anime, their expectations are going to go high for any other anime that they will see. Let's take Berserk, for example. It's one of my favorite animes of all time. The story, the character, it's all amazing. But the adaptation for Berserk was made in the 1990s, so the animation is not at its peak. And if a Demon Slayer fan watches it, they're not going to have time watching it because the animation is just not that great. So they will turn themselves off from it, and with this, they will miss one of the greatest stories known to fiction. And so, that concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I had a lot of fun making it, and I hope you did too. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.